first carry for C.J. Prosise. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Prosise. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
14. Slow down. Run it. 18. Shotgun. 48 fight. Hey. 12.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11. 6.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, 69 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
95.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. They start out with a run from Procise. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Baldwin, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. On first down, Procise. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Check 50, check 50. Right, easy. Check 51, check 51.
They'll pitch out to Procise. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
14. What? 215. Check 50, check 50. Check 50, check 50. Good.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
By 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Play action. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Janikowski on for the extra point. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. And even 50 yards on the ground. Garoppolo on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
3 down. Hey, check.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tempo. 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
19.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
12. Gotta go. Good. Shotgun.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to air it, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
21.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shamar Stephen able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right 20. Left 80. Yes.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Garçon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
21, 21. One, Omaha.
They run it with McCammon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
12, 12. Like 20, 180.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
180, 180. White.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Slow it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
He juked him. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll hand it off to Procise. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Right back to Procise. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Come on, let's go.
On the handoff, this is Procise. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Procise on the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Procise. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 34 yards there and a first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Procise on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Chris, the team.
Prosise on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.